Yo, what up everyone? Today I got a guide in which I will introduce you to probably the best budget weapon in Showdown as of patch 1.13. I am talking about the Springield in combination with DumDum Ammo. It is cheap, aka budget friendly, and extremely strong in team and solo gameplay. And in my opinion, even though headshots are very efficient, this is the first loadout that is cheap and rewards body taps. So, if you're not that confident in your aim, give this loadout a try. Okay, but let's jump to the shooting range. Like you see here, DumDum Ammo reduces the muzzle velocity on the Springield down to 440. It also removes any kind of penetration capabilities, so I usually recommend bringing a secondary that can make up for that. But, like you see here, the benefit of DumDum Ammo is, within 4 seconds of hitting your target, within like 20 to 30 meters, it just straight up bleeds out due to the changes in 1.13, which are that medium ammo rifles from now on apply intense bleeding with medium ammo. Like any medium ammo rifle that has DumDum Ammo available applies intense bleeding, which is the same kind of bleeding that a crossbow or a nitro shredder applies. Like you see here, even at longer ranges, like here, almost 60 meters, we still apply the intense bleeding, and even on further ranges, like you see here, you still apply a medium bleed, which is kinda annoying to deal with and can help you to like deal with players and kinda control them every time you tag them. And you saw even at up to like 100 plus meters, it still applies a medium bleed, which is kinda crazy in my opinion. Considering you only pay like a little bit over $80 for this loadout or this weapon, it is definitely an S tier budget weapon. Like you will see here, just for a realistic scenario where not everything went to plan like I wanted it to, I got hit here by a firebolt. I am burning, the guy behind me tries to bully me while I'm burning. Luckily the rain puts me out, and now I'm getting chased by the guy. I reload my DumDum, turn around, hit him in the body. He has to stop the bleeding, and because of it he gets smacked by the meathead. I would have killed him anyways, because he had to stop the bleeding. If he wouldn't, he would just simply die anyways. Now his teammates are trying to push me. I hear somebody coming from the bottom ramp. I see him, I tag him. Again, intense bleeding, he's close to dying, he cannot let go of that button, and another free kill basically. Like you can see here, how dominant the DumDum Ammo is. Even though I'm just hitting body taps, I am still dominating my enemy. That person I killed before, she was a body tap, but on the first 2 kills, I didn't even hit a headshot, but I still got a kill due to my DumDum ammunition, because it is actually that strong. You can use that a lot in solo v trios, solo v duos, or even in team play of course. Just as efficient. And honestly, considering this whole loadout cost like a little bit over 80 bucks, it's pretty insane if you ask me. In this clip I want to show you guys real quick how strong DumDum Ammo can be and how dominant it can be in fights. Here I was playing with Wombos. We charged into the layer, cleared the layer, there was another team outside. I pick up the bounty, get an idea where everybody is. I see that somebody is peeking the bottom stairs. I'm trying to take the 1v1 duel with my DumDum, do another scan, see they are just around the corner. Tag the Miko skin with DumDum, immediately start re-peeking in case she pushes. She bleeds out. And I immediately gonna go back to get the second person, so they don't go for a revive. That person died before, again. The 130 plus damage on the Springield is super helpful to even go for body taps after you got an initial kill. Now Wombos is calling out that somebody else is on the ramp or the bridge connecting to the boss layer. I tag him as well with DumDum, and even before I can get my follow up, he just bleeds out. You can see here really well how strong DumDum is. Even if they would have tried to fight back, the bleeding basically makes it impossible and avoids them to like even shoot back at me unless they immediately trade shots with me. And here, just another example how body taps basically help you to win fights. I'm playing I'm playing solos, but you can see how this will be just as good, if not even better, in a team scenario. I am looking for my enemy team here. I spot the green shirt, the Pringles man. Miss my first few shots. Repeak the angle. Give him a little body tap. Then I hear his teammate on the outside sprinting and take her out. The DumDum Ammo helped me here to basically get a 1v1 because the green shirt tier 1 couldn't fight me. He had to stop his bleed, which basically enabled me to turn a 1v2 into 2 separate 1v1s without the enemy being able to do anything about it. And to give you guys a third example of what I was talking about, in this case I'm in a 1v3 and I will show you guys how DumDum Ammo can help you to win clutch situations or like 1v3 scenarios. I just finished banishing the boss, I saw our team arriving, and now I'm trying to like isolate 1v1s, but the enemy team has figured out that I'm alone and is playing fairly aggressive, which is by the way the best way to deal with solo players. Don't respect them, just play the numbers game. There's no way he can kill all 3 of you at the same time. I would say up the aggression by a lot. I'm falling back in the basement, running around. Luckily my dodge enables me to get like a pick on one of them. My traps helped me to like deny them from pushing me directly. Now I'm in a 1v2. I see that I get pushed from 2 directions. They're throwing their consumables at me. I'm checking if somebody is peeking the window, but they're not. They are destroying the traps there, or they did destroy the traps with the dynamite. Now I'm just waiting for them to push me. I'm expecting a necro here, but they are not doing it. Instead, they are swinging the door, they hit me. I was looking at chat there for a second, shouldn't have done that, almost cost me my life, but here you can see. I get the body tap, she has to fall back. Now I can 1v1 with my dodge, very strong weapon, but you get the point. Even though we are both together, just by hitting one of them with the Springield+DumDum, I turned it into 2 1v1s with a very easy 1v1 to win towards the end. Like you can see, like even the body taps on the Springield are insanely strong, and just imagine I had teammates here. You hit one body tap with a Springy on someone, you reload, in the meantime your teammates can just finish the bleeding guy, or you take your enemy out of a fight for a few seconds while they're stopping their bleed, which puts your team in a huge advantage. Okay, now we jump to some full gameplay. I have banished the spider in Weeping, and I have 2 teams around me. I pick up the scan, do a little 360, see 2 teams in 2 directions. I'm trying to see if I can get some picks here. I peek the window just to maybe catch somebody off guard. See the red shirt tier 1. I'm not gonna repeat that since it's very silly to do that. She's holding the window, and usually avoid repeaking if possible. I do another 360, I see 2 people pushing in the downstairs area. I'm assuming they're gonna push the window. I fall a little bit back, get a nice body tap here. Follow up with a headshot. But you can see here, the Springield deals 132 damage, so at close range it's like long ammo. See the last person? Hit her with bleed ammo. I know she has a shotgun, I saw it. I'm not pushing. She has to run away and she's bleeding. So I'm just like swinging the window and finish her. She turned around and tried to like kill me, but the fact that she was bleeding made her like back off even though she had a shotgun. Which allowed me to like keep my aggression up and turned it into like a very easy 1v1. Now I'm fighting the second team, get a nice uppercut tag here. I'm immediately pushing with that because I want to get another kill here. Can't really find her yet. I guess she was there around the corner. See her teammate. She's pushing again. She didn't fully heal up yet. So again, the 132 damage comes in clutch with the Springield. Now I'm gonna grab the lantern just to make her teammates push me. Usually a very good play, especially when you like solo v trios. There's no shame in burning. There are enough tools in this video game that allow you to put out your teammates. So never feel bad about burning your enemies, especially as a solo player. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Now that I know that I'm in a 1v2, I'm trying to like find the last 2 enemies. I know one is on that metal ramp here. Trying to like find an angle on him, but I just cannot find him. I know he's lurking around here. I know he has a shotgun, so I don't want to swing the metal ramp. I'm waiting for somebody to come and save her with a choke bomb, so I can maybe benefit off that. Who's the player here? Just to get a little bit of scan. Spot another player by the White House. Take him out with a headshot. But even if not, he would have bled, and I could have probably gotten an easy double tap. Now I see the last player is still on that metal ramp where he was just before. I'm trying to bait him here to like push me. Sadly, he really doesn't want to. Now that he has shown that he's like playing fairly passive. I know where the last person is. I'm trying to like make him push me by like going into the choke bomb. Sadly, he doesn't want to do that. So I loot his teammate to get another second of scan to get a location. He is still on that metal ramp. I got a flashbang here, so I'm trying to use it. I got really lucky that the shotgun doesn't kill me and finished the fight with a nice uppercut shot. But like you saw here, the Springfield plays like a normal rifle, just the difference is that it highly rewards body taps. Like you saw earlier when I was taking out the headsman team, even though I hit some nice shots, got the body tap with the 132 damage, swapped to an uppercut headshot, but then the third, the blue shirt, T1, the Karen skin, she had a shotgun. I simply body tapped her with a Springfield, then refused to instantly re-peek, which intimidated her to run away, which then allowed me to get an easy 1v1 with a very low chance of trading. And from there on out, I just isolated 1v1s. Springfield didn't have that much of a difference there, but still, like, just the fact that I have bleed ammo allows me to play very confident because I know, even if I am in a 1v2, as long as I hit one of them, I'm back in a 1v1, like you saw in multiple clips earlier. In the next clip, we are pushing the basement in Healing Church. Somebody is doing the boss. In my opinion, the Springfield is very close to a shotgun, so I'm not scared to push inside the layer at all. So I drop down. See that the boss is like very low HP, so they're about to finish him. They're probably gonna like be directly on him. They have killed him. I spot the fellas over there. Sadly, I missed my Springfield shot. Swap over to the Doge. Tag her once. And finish her. I hear that somebody takes damage from the concertina trip mines, or the concertina wire. Finish the fellas with a headshot. Last guy off that team is pushing me. I take him down with a body tap. He took damage earlier from the concertina, so he was down HP. Now I take the banishment away from them. Get another nice headshot here. I know Springfield doesn't come in very handy in here. But the fact that I have the confidence, if that makes sense, to like push, because I know even at that close range I only have to go for a body tap, and as long as I don't die, I'm in an advantageous position. Now I'm waiting for the last teammate. He just choke bombed. Give him a body tap. I know he's bleeding, so I just push, even though he has a shotgun. And I ended up trading with him. But even if I didn't trade, just the fact that I hit him and he was bleeding allowed me to just get an easy follow-up and, you know, ended up trading. In the next clip, it won't seem like DumDum made the biggest difference here, but I'm in a 1v3, I just banished the boss, it's close to being done banishing. They're trying to like, the enemy team is trying to put me in like, kinda like a sandwich situation. They're trying to push multiple angles here. And due to DumDum Ammo, I'm able to like push them back together and keep control over the fight. First of all, what I did here was like choking multiple entrances, like you saw the stairs. I choked the vault entrance at the back, just so people don't really want to push it, and if they do, at least I get an audio notification. Like you see here, I scan, I see one guy is upstairs in the side building. I start swinging him, because he's the first one that I would be fighting. I take him with the DumDum for probably like 100 damage and an intense bleeding here. The grunts are pushing him. I throw another choke bomb, which are great to like block entrances. I scan again and I see the red shirt tier 1 dropped off the same level as he was before. He dropped out of the building and dropped back down on the floor. Now I only have to worry about like 2 angles and completely turn the fight into something that is much more controllable for me. I repeat the same angle here multiple times. Hit a nice uppercut headshot. Now I hear that somebody is cooking a nade. I push him. I tag him with the Springfield, go behind cover a little bit. Since he's bleeding, he feels like he has to swing or he's gonna die anyways. So I kill him as well. I see that they're going for the revive. Kill that guy with a body tap since he was downed already. Go from the high ground. She was holding downstairs, thinking I would swing low. I didn't. Finish her with a headshot. But like you saw there, just by having the DumDum ammo there and hitting 1 body shot, I suddenly turned a very nasty situation of them having the even ground against me, having multiple angle against me, and with the red shirt being up there in the side building, I would have never been able to like play that balcony the way I did. Suddenly 1 body tap, they feel very pressured, intense bleeding is very scary to deal with, they drop down, I can use some choke bombs to make them stop pushing me, and suddenly turn the fight in my favor again. Didn't seem like DumDum Ammo did a lot here, but just that 1 body tap with the intense bleed made him back off. If I would have hit him like with a normal Springfield there, he would have simply gone behind the wall and healed. Due to me applying a bleed on him, he was scared of the grunt and rather dropped back in the water. He didn't want to risk dying there. Okay, here's a little example what it looks like when you get hit by Springield+DumDum, just so you guys can experience it on your own or like see what it's like. I'm pushing the healing switch here, get hit, like you see here for like almost 100 damage. I'm bleeding and honestly I can't really go anywhere. I'm lucky that I get into cover here, but I have to stop that bleeding immediately. Also, anyone who doesn't know, healing with the medkit stops bleeding damage while you're healing. Now that I've healed, now that I'm healed up, I'm pushing. I hear one of them upstairs. I hit her. She has to stop the bleed. So I just wallbang right behind the wall because I know she's gonna stand still in here. I'm gonna continue my 1v1 here with the next person. He's getting chased by AI. I'm kinda lucky here, not gonna lie. But now I hit him with the DumDum and he's bleeding. I get a nice double tap. Arguably I could have done that with any other weapon. But if he would have turned around, he would have 100% died to AI or anything else. So even though it looked like DumDum didn't really make a difference here, first I got the wallbang due to DumDum since he had to stop the bleed up there. Then I hit the guy that got chased by AI with DumDum, and even if I would have looked away, he probably would have died anyways because he couldn't have stopped running. And then, you know, finished the fight with a nice uppercut headshot. Obviously it's still a rifle gameplay. You want to go for headshots, but body taps actually are fairly potent on the Springfield. Okay, but that was it with the guide. I hope you guys see the value in DumDum Ammo and give it a chance. It's a very cheap and very effective gun for solo and team play, like I said already. And I see you guys in the next guide. Thank you for watching and have a good one.